Somebody made a drawing of a guy skiing on the end label. Japanese sign or something. I'm like,
Ore?
the pictures on there weren't PG-13. Let me tell you that. Kind of looks like me. I think we can work out a deal. It's a fair price.
Oh man.
Okay, so this footage is all from like April or May from this year, and I'm only doing it now because now I've totally forgotten what happened there. An interesting episode. Today we're at the 6th edition of the World of Retro Gaming convention over at Hasselt. We just got inside. Let's take a look what we can find over here. Now we're gonna enter the main room. Sabretooth from X-Men. Pretty cool. It comes with a weapon, but not gonna spend that much today on toys. And this is pretty cool. This is actually a Ghostbuster toy. You can shoot with it. It's the Ghostbusters Proton shooter or something. It shoots, but doesn't have the Ghostbuster logo on it. Otherwise, I would have bought it already. Right. So there's 2 Mutant League games. One is football, which is not really too pricey. The other one, Mutant League Hockey. Now, as far as sports games go, for me at least, I'm not really into sports games apart from World Cup on the original NES, but the Mutant League games are definitely okay in my book. It's crazy that we get to see one because they're really rare. I already have Mutant League Football, which is a really cool game, but Mutant League Hockey, I also want to get it, but it's so darn pricey. As you can see today, we're just looking at stuff I can't buy because I don't have enough money. And I don't know, the price on this one, it seems a bit steep. I want to wait out for maybe a cheaper copy. I think it should be possible to get this one just a bit cheaper. What they basically did is they turned sports games into fun games, at least to me, because you get to beat up the other guys in the team and stuff like that. Actually know one of the organizers that's doing the convention today.
Welcome at our retro gaming convention. This is the 6th edition that we're doing this time. It was really close. It was almost being cancelled. There was some problems with getting this venue, but in the end we did pull through. So yeah, as I said, it's the 6th one. So we had around 350 visitors. It was okay. It's a small one, it's a cozy one, and I think the visitors, they really like it.
And he found some cool stuff as well.
So usually I have to work here, so I don't have a lot of time to go around, to look at the games, to pick up something for myself. But this time I found 3 hidden gems for myself. The first one is the 2DS for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's a really nice one. It's only available in America. So somebody imported it for me and actually bought it for me, so I'm really happy with this one.
Where's my Zelda 3DS?
Then of course, Mystical Ninja 2. It's a really awesome game for the N64. It was very high on my wanted list, and I bought it for actually 25 euros. So this is an adventure platform game. It's the second one on the Nintendo 64. It debuted on the Super Nintendo, but this one is actually pretty rare in the European region. So I'm really happy with this one. And last but not least is some sort of, well, more dungeon explorer. It's called Shining in the Darkness for the Sega Mega Drive. It's not really a common game. I bought this one really cheap as well, 15 euros. And I think I'm going to play this one tonight.
That's some pretty neat stuff that Neil's got from Game Brain and the co-organizer. I'm pretty jealous of Mystical Ninja and the Mega Drive game too. Pretty good.
So it's not a big haul, but I'm really happy with what I found.
It's pretty good stuff. It's pretty good stuff he got there.
What a crappy table.
So today I'm also trying to sell all of my crappy stuff. As you can see, it's mostly picked through already. Now at most of these conventions I try to get a table to sell some of my doubles. This time I actually got footage of my table, and as you can see, it's just filled with, you know, stuff I have doubles off. There's not really anything too spectacular on the table, but you know, if you can get a couple of bucks in and you can buy some more games, because right at that moment in April I was completely broke. I was like 6 conventions in the year in, so I didn't have any money and I needed to make some money at the convention in order to buy some stuff. And I'm so glad I already sold a lot, 'cause that's when I don't have to take a lot home anymore. Lots of Turtles, VHS tapes nobody wants. I did actually buy stuff, it's just that we didn't get anything on camera, so I'll show it later. I'll show it a bit later. So Jack, did you enjoy the convention today?
Always.
Jack's got some really cool SNES games over here, like the Power Pigs of the Dark Age and Frantic Flea. That looks like a pretty cool game. Bit too pricey for me today because I didn't sell a lot. Otherwise, I think we could work out a deal.
Fair price.
It's a fair price.
You can always discuss. Negotiate.
So lately, a lot of these Streets of Rage 2 hacks have been coming out. They have one with The Simpsons. They also have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover with Streets of Rage 2. I'll pop up some gameplay in between here. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see this. Still need to put on the same sticker, but it comes with a manual and a box. It's pretty neat. There's some cool NES games in the box right here. I picked up Ren and Stimpy Buckaroos over here just before we started filming. But there's some other cool ones still out. Like, I don't know what this game is. Have you heard about this? Millionaire? So this Millionaire game is quite the rarity at this convention. Most people would just skip over it. But yeah, it's a Sachin game, so it was made in Taiwan. There's a couple of these, they're very rare. Most people don't even collect these, and this one is in the box. Now, it's just a stupid casino game where you're like a business guy or something, but it's still cool to go to a convention and look at this crazy stuff you're never gonna see again, or you might never come across anymore. So this is a Taiwan exclusive. We'll do some more research on it. Maybe check out the gameplay, and then when I get home I'll probably be like, why didn't I pick this up? That's why I like going to these conventions. You always see stuff you have never heard about, and you know, you broaden your horizon there. Talking about broadening my horizons, in the morning when we were setting up, you can see like some footage where everything's kind of empty. Of course, the guys organizing this convention also have a store. I'll leave a link down below to that. They actually have some pretty good titles over here, and my friend picks up a PAL NES game. It's a PAL exclusive. It's called Over Horizon. It's a shooter. I wanted to, but he got it first. And I tried talking to him. You know, it's kind of messed up. The end label has like a skier drawn on it. There's a dude that looks like he's skiing on it, and he's like, yeah, I'll probably be able to get it off. You know, put some goo gone on that, and you know, the magic marker will come right off. But yeah, he goes for it, so I'm like, damn, missed out on that game. I didn't have any money anyways, but in walks Niels.
Ore?
Japanese sign or something. I'm like,
come on, man, it's not a skier. It's a Japanese sign, really.
No, it's a skier. I'm pretty sure it's a skier. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below.
Come on.
This is a cool thing. Ooh. You break it, you buy it. Huh? Oh yeah, the Game Boy printer. Now, there was this one vendor out there, and that's why I like going to all of these conventions, because you meet new people at each one. Hopefully they have some good stuff they want to sell for cheap. And over here, every time you buy something, he's like, hey, we can take a selfie with the Game Boy camera. Now, the Game Boy camera was actually the first selfie thing. You know, you could...
You're on Game Boy camera. Yes, with Game Boy camera, you can turn photography into photography. Smile. You're on Game Boy camera.
Take pictures of whatever you were looking at with your Game Boy. You could twist it around and make a selfie. Over here, whenever you bought something, it said like, you know, I'll print out a little picture of you. So you make a picture with the Game Boy camera, it goes into the Game Boy printer, and out comes this, you know, and out comes your picture, and it's on this, you know, not terribly good paper or anything, but it's still cool because this came out in the 90s, man. And that was just unthinkable of having, you know, your own little camera thing and you know, a printer. Okay, so I'm gonna need around 500 more of these with edsretrogeekout /YouTube on it. Kind of looks like me. There's actually one dude, he bought a Game Boy camera or something a while ago. I think it was at a garage sale or at a flea market, and he brings it home and he opens it up, and the pictures on there weren't PG-13. Let me tell you that. So I don't know, they didn't have a decent camera to take a decent camera to photograph their adult activities, but somehow it ended up on there. And he still has that camera with the pictures on it, but you know, it's all pixelated and stuff. But it's just such a weird story. It's like, well, you know, if you sell your iPhone, you have to like swipe away all the memory, because otherwise people can see what you got on there and through the iCloud. Well, you need to do that with your Game Boy camera too. So yeah, whenever you get a Game Boy camera, check out the pictures that are on there before.
Oh man. Ore?
So yeah, like I said, I don't have any footage of me buying stuff. This was still when I was trying to figure out how I wanted this show to go. I'm still not certain about what the edsretrogeekout episodes have to be like. Basically, it's just me hanging out, and hopefully I can get some more of me buying stuff on film and, you know, having conversations with other sellers, with other collectors and stuff. I think that's something you guys might be into watching, you know. But I did get some stuff over at this convention, so let's just take a look at that stuff. I'm gonna take away the green screen because, well, there's some green stuff on here too. Got this big stack of stuff. Let's take a little look. I got Bugs Life. It's like I said in the video, I was looking for stuff I have boxes for. Bugs Life is one of those. Blues Brothers 2000 is a little bit of a more rare game to get for the PAL set. That's why I need to have it. I don't have the box for this, but this was at a good price. I don't remember because it was so long ago. Then we got Top Gear for the N64. Also a game I had the box for. Next up we have 2 more SNES games I had the box for. You got the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. I did record gameplay for this, but I totally forgot what it's about. Pac-Man 2 New Adventures is... first impression, it's not a really fun game. It doesn't look like Pac-Man at all. Basically, it's like a point-and-click game. You have to interact with whatever is on the screen, point at it, click on it, and Pac-Man will go check it out. And sometimes he gets mad, sometimes it's good for the story where you need to go within the game. So yeah, 2 more for my boxes that I have up here. Then I got Predator. So it actually says Schwarzenegger on top. So they really wanted to sell this with Arnold being on it. So this is a movie license game. I played it a bit. It's difficult. I mean, it's still okay. It just doesn't really feel like Predator at all to me. It's just like a war game, really. Then I got Mystery Quest. Know nothing about this one, but needed it for the collection. And then next up is this really minty box for Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. Donkey Kong Country is one of the games I really like, and this was the last one I was missing to get boxed, to get the trilogy boxed, so that's why I need to get this one. I did pick up one more NES game, and this one is called Ren and Stimpy, the Ren and Stimpy Show Buckaroos. So I played it a bit. I like the graphics, I like the way it looks, and at first you're playing with this guy. I forgot who Ren and who Stimpy is, but at first you're playing with this guy and you go into some kind of transformator, and then all of a sudden the game turns into a shooter. So I still haven't decided where I like the game or not, but it was in such good condition, and I did not have the loose card, so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go for this and have the game complete in box. And then lastly, I had to pick up something Turtles related. This was actually my buddy Renzo who came over and was like, hey, this one's out for a great price. Do you have it already? I was like, no. So he bought it for me, and he worked it into a deal so I could get it even cheaper. I usually don't collect any of the newer Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff like this one, but it is a beat 'em up, and well, in the gameplay, the Turtles don't look too bad on it. The Game Boy Advance games are actually really good, so I was like, yeah, the price is okay. It's Turtles, it's a cool beat 'em up game, and well, I need to beef up my GameCube collection anyway, so yeah. Those were my pickups for this convention. There's gonna be one next year too. I will leave the date over here somewhere and down in the description below. You can go check it out in Stevoort, this convention, and I'll probably be there because I end up going to any convention in Belgium anyways. So I hope you guys had a great time this week. There's probably gonna be another video later this week, so check it out, and otherwise I'll see you guys back on Monday because a new video comes out every week on Monday. See you guys later, have a great week, and maybe click on one of these other videos.